Welcome to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Thank you for joining us. It may take a while, but additional funding will alleviate traffic gridlock in Bethesda. With the new Walter Reed National Military Medical Center opening doors in September, traffic congestion is expected to increase. However, help is on the way. A $300 million appropriation from the federal government will be destined for transportation upgrades.
I'm pleased to announce that as part of the budget agreement that was reached, we have been able to put $300 million in the federal checkbook to deal with the congestion issues in this particular area.
Under BRAC, the Walter Reed Medical Center will consolidate in Bethesda by September, becoming the new Walter Reed National Military Medical Center. Personnel will increase to over 10,000 and traffic congestion will be a reality.
It will be an honor for us here in Montgomery County to host our wounded warriors and their families. We owe them our thanks. We also owe them and all of the residents of our county our best efforts in accommodating the additional stress the relocation will put on this county. We appreciate the congressional appropriation that helps fund the urgently needed improvements around the medical center. Again, thank you. The new medical center is designed to provide world-class care to our nation's bravest men and women. But that mission will fail if doctors, patients, or emergency vehicles cannot gain timely access to the campus because of gridlock. As I indicated earlier, there will be 1 million visitors to the medical center each year, double what we already have.
The county will be asking for about $100 million of a $300 for essential upgrades to major intersections such as Rockville Pike and Cedar Lane, improvements to vehicle and pedestrian mobility, and to enhance the medical center metro station.
What we are talking about is safety here, as well as being able to get to your location in a somewhat timely way. We want to get the people off the road crossing at grade level, which is terribly dangerous. We're going to be able to get people from the transit station to Walter Reed Bethesda without having to cross at grade at Rockville Pike.
The new transportation appropriation is intended to relieve gridlock. However, construction projects will take some time to finalize. For construction updates, you may visit montgomerycountymd.gov/BRAC. Planners are setting the stage for a new master plan in the eastern part of the county. The consolidation of the Food and Drug Administration at the White Oak Federal Research Center provides an opportunity for the county to re-examine its long-term goals and objectives for this area. Susan Kennedy has a story.
The East County Science Center Master Plan will explore options for a new research and technology hub that builds on the presence of the FDA. The plan will address land use, urban design, transportation, and environmental issues. In February, the Planning Board approved a scope of work for the plan.
So we want to look at whether there are going to be opportunities for economic synergies related to FDA, whether companies would want to relocate to be near FDA, whether we should be looking at a property adjacent to this site that has development opportunity, whether a mixed-use center of some kind with new housing and retail would support the workers and also be of benefit to people that have lived in the area for a long time that might be looking for new retail, new things to do.
The plan includes several major properties and developments, the largest being the 610-acre Federal Research Center. The FDA occupies most of that site and now has about 5,500 employees on site. Adventist Healthcare also plans to build a new medical campus on 50 acres in that general area. Finally, about 300 acres near the FRC and future hospital could bring new businesses, housing, and retail near those jobs.
There's an interest definitely in, high-level jobs for this area and what we can see generated from FDA. There's a challenge here, though, with that. FDA tends to be a regulatory agency, so the opportunities for spin-off companies may not be quite the same as with some other federal agencies.
With a flip of a giant switch, Executive Leggett activated approximately 1,250 solar panels on the roof of the county's Shady Grove processing facility and transfer station. The panels will generate 350,000 kilowatt hours of electricity in its first year and more than $6 million over the 20-year life of the project. The county did not pay upfront capital for the energy system due to a grant from the Maryland Energy Administration.
Project Sunburst has been incredibly successful. By working with our awardees and private industry, we were able to use our $9.3 million in much-needed federal stimulus money to leverage an additional $36 million of private sector investments to make a much bigger project. It's a 4-to-1 leverage to make more jobs and more renewable energy in Maryland.
And this week, we sat down with County Executive Ike Leggett for a one-on-one interview regarding different topics of interest for county residents. Particularly, we continue exploring on how Montgomery County is turning green.
We want to make certain that we have solar energy in this mix, as well as wind energy that I think is something that the state has been working on. We have within the county the state's Renewable Energy Center, and we were able to help pull that here to the county because we wanted to be in the forefront of coming up with the new ideas and direction for renewable energy. And so we've had a great deal of efforts thus far in wind power, but we can have even a better result for solar panels and solar power and reusable energies here in Montgomery County from other sources.
You can watch the entire one-on-one interview on cable television or on the county's website. If you live in Montgomery County and you do not have health insurance, here's information on how to access basic health care.
If you live in Montgomery County and you don't have health insurance, you can get good basic health care at any clinic funded by Montgomery Cares. These clinics offer primary health care services at little or no cost to people who qualify. This program is funded in part by Montgomery County to help support a network of independent nonprofit clinics. One of those clinics is the Mercy Health Clinic located in Gaithersburg.
To come here, you have to meet 3 criteria. One of them is you have to be an adult county resident. So you just bring in kind of any kind of utility bill, lease, that kind of thing that shows you're a resident here. Also, you have to prove that you don't have insurance. That includes Medicaid or Medicare. And then also, you have to be 250% below or at the poverty level, so that's around $27,000 per one person, and for a family of 4, it's a little over $55,000.
The lack of health insurance is a problem for many of our neighbors.
My name is Barbara. Hi, Ms. Barbara. I'm the nurse manager here.
Since 2000, the Mercy Health Clinic's almost all volunteer staff has provided 25,000 primary health care patient visits. Clinic operations have expanded to 4 days a week.
Are you going to need medication today?
Yes. They'll come in and not really know how to take care of themselves, not know what they're supposed to eat, how they're supposed to exercise, how they're supposed to manage their meds. So we try to give them kind of like a full scope of things to teach them how to really take care of their disease. There's also stories where someone came in thinking they had a sinus infection and ended up being breast cancer, that we actually got that woman's lump removed and chemo and surgery, everything donated. So she was able to get the care she needed, and just because she couldn't pay for it didn't impede her lifestyle afterwards.
So basically what you're saying is this clinic is responsible for saving lives.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
They take care of the whole person, so you don't have a duplication of efforts. Like you do a little bit, and somebody else does part of the same thing you did. They actually take care of the whole individual, they follow it through, and there's not a duplication of efforts. And so, without money, you really can't do anything. And I feel it is very important to fund places like Mercy Clinic.
When we come back, police need your help regarding a robbery at a local 7-Eleven store. And we will have a transportation update with the latest on how to pay for parking using your cell phone.
I'm Rockville 11's Bridget Brewer. Coming up next, we'll tell you about what looks like to be a dinosaur fossil behind me, but it all has to do with Arbor Day, when County Report This Week continues.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Lorna Virgili. April is considered Earth Month in Rockville, and the city recently celebrated Arbor Day with a planting of a new tree in front of the old courthouse. Our Bridget Brewer was there to cover the event. Bridget?
That's right, it was a very special Arbor Day here in Rockville. We're here in Courthouse Square Park, where the old silver maple that went down last summer has finally been replaced.
I'm impressed. It looks like an old dinosaur hip bone, but you know, as you said, it's a tree trunk. I think it's awesome. It's beautiful.
All that remains of the 150-year-old silver maple tree that used to stand in front of the old district courthouse is a hollow trunk. It was brought out for the city's recent Arbor Day ceremony.
1, 2, 3, here we go. Ah!
City Forester Wayne Knoll knows what it takes to keep Rockville as a Tree City USA, a designation the city has kept for the past 22 years.
Whenever we remove a tree, we try and put a new tree back in its place. So that's the reason this site was selected for our tree planting event for Arbor Day this year, which is one of the requirements we have to be a Tree City USA is to have an Arbor Day tree planting ceremony. So that we selected this site, and we planted a willow oak to replace this old silver maple that we had to take down last year.
That old silver maple had to be removed last summer after the tree was determined to be too hollow to stay standing. And now a new tree stands in its place.
Quite significant because I think it covers several things, one of which it reflects our concern about the environment and the necessity for trees and how important trees are to our community and our environment overall. It's also an educational learning experience for the young people to come out and to have an appreciation for it, and also part of the community, that our community come together around an important subject that helps in terms of the learning process and really helps in terms of the quality of life for our community, the environment, and I think that everyone comes away as a winner.
This is a great day, and this particular tree replaces a tree that was here for 150 years. So there's great history, great sentiment involved, and we hope the tree that we planted today will be here for the next 150 years.
The idea of planting a tree is a marvelous thought. It gives a sense of longevity, a sense of commitment.
How important is it that we've been named for the 22nd consecutive year a Tree City USA?
Well, it says I've got a lot of fresh air around me, and I'm really delighted.
For more information about the city's forestry division, go online at rockvillemd.gov and search forestry. For County Report This Week, I'm Bridget Brewer.
Now we go to Officer Amy Dawn for an update on a recent robbery in Laytonsville. Officer, what can you tell us?
On April 9th at approximately 11:50 in the evening, 3 masked, armed individuals entered the Laytonsville 7-Eleven. 2 of the individuals jumped over the counter and assaulted the clerk, while a third ordered the customers to the ground at gunpoint. The individuals behind the counter, one assaulted the clerk with his handgun, the other removed cash. The 3 individuals then left the store in an unknown direction.
Officer, what was actually different or unusual perhaps regarding this particular robbery?
This was an incident that occurred very quickly, and it was also very violent. The clerk actually sustained non-life-threatening injuries, was transported and released from a local hospital.
Thank you so very much, Officer Dawn. Let's go to Tom Pogue from the county's Department of Transportation. He will tell us how to pay for parking using a cell phone.
Hi, I'm Tom Pogue, Community Relations Manager for the Department of Transportation. Here's an update from Montgomery County. This spring, the county executive announced the expansion by the Division of Parking of its pay-by-cell phone system at selected parking meters in Bethesda. By summer, the popular program will include 11,000 meters in Silver Spring, Wheaton, Montgomery Hills, Bethesda, and North Bethesda. The program adds to the existing methods of payment: quarters, the monthly permit, and the cash key. A great feature of pay-by-cell is your ability to receive a text message reminder when your parking time is about to expire. If this happens and you need more time, simply extend the parking session by phone, as long as the maximum parking time on the meter is not exceeded. Unlike the other payment options, you can also stop the parking session by phone when you return to your car, so you don't pay for parking time you don't use. And you'll be able to view a record of your parking transactions online. Note there is a 35-cent transaction fee for each parking session. For more information on pay-by-cell or to register for an account, go to our website at montgomerycountymd.gov/mcdot. We're working to keep you moving conveniently.
Still to come on County Report this week, we will show you how a school is helping students with autism. And we will meet our pet of the week. We will be right back. Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. April is Autism Month, and a new program for autistic students that has opened at Rock Springs Elementary this year has quickly become an integral part of the entire school community. The school's Best Buddies program brings autistic and general education students together every day for reading activities, lunch, and recess. Leslie Maxwell has a story.
Good job! Come on, go! It's noon recess at Rock Springs Elementary. Here, students from the school's autism program are playing with general education students.
How you doing?
Do fine.
Every day, the 13 students in the school's autism program interact with their peers in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grades. They read together, eat lunch together, and play together.
Hey, Daniel, what's up? Be careful, Daniel.
This Best Buddies program is an integral part of Rock Springs, where autistic students are new to the school this year.
Check your schedule, please.
Individualized attention from teachers and support from paraeducators are at the heart of the program.
What number? 27. Good job, buddy.
The entire school community has embraced the autism program, its students and their families. Parent Aiko Roberti says her 7-year-old son is thriving.
He definitely feels like he belongs here. The Best Buddies program, which he loves, has really encouraged him to come out of his shell, and he's a lot more, alive and interactive, expressive, and he's even made friends through the program.
Principal Rock Palmisano and the school staff are committed to making the autism students and their families full participants in the school community.
We wanted the autism program to be an integral part of the school. We simply didn't want that autism program housed here. We did some education pieces both with the parents, with the staff members, and again stressing the message that the autism program is an integral part of Rock Springs.
Good job, Teddy!
The Best Buddies program, which Rock Springs adopted from the successful program at nearby Bells Mill Elementary, has not only forged new friendships in school, but outside of school too.
We have some students that actually are doing play dates on the weekends, meeting outside of school, so it's been a really good experience for everybody.
Montgomery College recently received a grant from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security to offer free preparation classes for those who want to become U.S. citizens. Here is MCTV student reporter Sophia Reeves with the details.
Let's start by describing what this grant actually is.
This grant is allowing us to offer now free citizenship classes to legal permanent residents in our area. And what that means is that for folks who want to apply for citizenship, there is an actual test that you have to go through. These classes help prepare folks for that test.
Why has the USCIS made this grant available, and what's their goal?
It's an administration goal, as I understand it, and the goal is to just simply get more people on the road to citizenship.
Let's talk about the classes this grant will support. What subjects will they cover?
The test covers reading, writing, listening, and speaking, and all of those skills are integrated into the actual test. So that's what we do in classes. We do reading, writing, listening, and speaking. We cover the history, the government, and the civics information that people need to do well on the test. We do practice interviews. We also do a lot of confidence building activities.
What language are the classes taught in?
We teach the classes all in English. We can work with folks who are beginning level students up to advanced level students.
How much does it cost to take these classes?
Classes are free. That's what we're very excited about. The classes are free.
And who is eligible to take these classes?
Anybody who's a legal permanent resident is eligible.
How and where do they sign up for them?
The first step is to go to an orientation session and understand if the class is right for you and your needs. You can find out that schedule by going to the Montgomery College website, and if you just type in citizenship, a flyer will come up that shows you all of the information.
Where are these classes offered?
all over the county. There are some in the Down County area, Silver Spring, Rockville, all the way up to Germantown.
Why was the college eager to receive the grant?
Right now, the cost of the application for citizenship is $680, and that's a huge expenditure if you're talking about trying to get your entire family naturalized all at once. Trying to add on another cost for a class is just unbearable for families, particularly in this economy. So the fact that we could offer these classes for free and serve a wide range of our community members is really important to the college.
And now we get to meet Piper, our dog pet of the week. Here's Kathy Stanhope from the Humane Society.
Hello, this is Kathy Stanhope with your Pet of the Week at Montgomery County Humane Society, and I am here with Piper. Piper is a delightful little girl dog. She's about 2, so this is as big as she's going to get. As you can see, she is full of energy. There was some cake sitting over on the table here before, and she really wants that cake. And she could actually use it too. She needs to have a few pounds put on her. She's very, very thin, but she's very silky to stroke, and she's just a nice girl. She's got a lot of energy. She likes to go and play and bark, and she likes to run. If you want a running partner, I have a feeling she'd be a good dog for that because she's just a lively little thing. Yes, she is. And she has been here since February, and she's been given up by her previous owners. I don't know why, but I can't imagine why they would give away such a good little, sweet little girl. She's nice. You should come down to the Montgomery County Humane Society and visit Piper or another dog just like her. You might go home with a wonderful pet. Give us a call at 240-773-5967 for more information. And also come on down and see Piper. You'll go home with your very new best friend. Right, girl? Yes.
Coming up, we will celebrate the achievements of some Montgomery College alumni. And we will show you how some 50 and older residents are exploring the arts. Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Montgomery College recently celebrated the achievements of its graduates and transfer students at the annual Montgomery College Alumni Awards and Athletic Hall of Fame induction dinner. Michael Brown has a story.
Every year, the Montgomery College Alumni Association honors distinguished alumni with the Milton F. Clogg Outstanding Achievement Award. This year's honorees included Carrie Dove, President and CEO of M&M Welding and Fabricators Incorporated.
My early college experiences seemed too big and too impersonal. The one-on-one attention that I received at Montgomery College in an intimate setting helped me to thrive, and I truly am grateful for that experience.
Also honored was longtime Montgomery College professor and chair of the college's Communication Arts Technologies Department, Ed Riggs.
I found faculty who genuinely cared about the student. Faculty who weren't overwhelmed with publishing or doing research. And I was so impressed. Actually, I was so impressed I stayed here 3 years.
The Outstanding Alumni Award was also presented to Andre Mendez, CIO and Chief Technology Officer for the Broadcasting Board of Governors, and Robert Hydorn, Vice President of Fitzgerald Auto Malls.
The college is like family. And there's no greater recognition than to have your family recognize you.
The evening also saw the induction of 4 former student athletes into the Montgomery College Athletic Hall of Fame. This year's inductees included Jim Steele, a former All-American who led the MC football team to national prominence in the 80s, Jerry Kelly, a former MC track and field standout, Bruce Lindblad, who distinguished himself as a member of the MC wrestling team, and Steve Sarles, an All-American and captain of the college's 1975 state championship soccer team.
For the past 30 years of my life, I have had the opportunity to both work and to live in Yellowstone National Park. And I know without a doubt that that probably would never have happened if I hadn't attended Montgomery College.
And now we go to Brookeside Gardens to learn how to garden in smaller spaces.
Hi, I'm Ellen Hartraft, a horticultural supervisor at Brookeside Gardens, and I'd like to talk to you about container gardening. If you have a townhouse, condominium, or apartment and you'd like to bring nature a little bit closer to you, you can garden in containers for very low cost and low maintenance. This container you can purchase at your local hardware store, and it's planted with annuals for summer-long color. It's got papyrus, euphorbia, and coleus. You can select plants for sun or shade. Now this container I made myself at a very low cost using Portland cement, perlite, and shredded paper. This is a year-round container planting. You can create miniature landscapes using hardy evergreens such as this spruce. You can complement it with a beautiful foliage color and contrast with the coral bells and the golden sedums. You can use herbs, and it's a year-round landscape in miniature. If you'd like more information, contact Brookeside Gardens Library.
The Black Rock Center for the Arts holds an open house for the Arts for Life and Learning program to encourage the community's adult learners to engage in and explore the arts. The program targets people 50 and older and includes a whole host of arts activities. Our friends at Montgomery Community Media gave us a sneak peek.
The arts is a positive form of expression, and at the Black Rock Center, their mission to experience, explore, and engage in the arts creates a lifelong participation for everyone in the community. The Black Rock Center for the Arts, in partnership with Ashbury Methodist Village, hosted an open house for the Arts for Life and Learning program, a program targeting people 50 and above.
Arts will keep you going, will allow that creative process to have folks learn new things, to keep them busy, to keep them active.
One of the workshops, titled Simply Acting Up, required the students to think on their feet and create interesting characters through improvisation. Anisha Walker gives us a few tips on how to discover the actor in you.
I teach people to ask themselves 5 questions. Who am I as the character? Where am I? What am I doing? Who am I talking to? And what do I want? And if you're able to answer those questions, then you're on your way to having created a great character and to having understood the scene that you're about to do.
I have aspirations, artistic aspirations, so I thought it would just be fun, and it was great.
The Black Rock Center for the Arts, coming up on its 10th anniversary, is indeed a great resource to the community. Charlotte Summers talks to us about the feedback they've received over the years.
And the kind of comments that we normally hear are that we love Black Rock because it's very intimate space, it's very accessible, it feels like home. Not only do you get to see and get exposed to professional artists from all genres on our stages, but you get to participate in the arts.
And that does it for County Report this week. Join us at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. I'm Lorna Virgili. Thank you for watching.
Beginning with fall semester registration on April 25th, MC students will only be able to sign up for classes online through MyMC. For assistance and information, stop by the Admissions and Records Office online or on any of our 3 campuses. Starting classes at MC soon? Then plan to attend Parent-Student Night Monday, May 9th at 6 p.m. on the Rockville campus. Advisors will be on hand with information on enrollment, financial aid, scholarships, student services, counseling, and much more. An admission session in Spanish will also be presented. Come out and view the fine work of MC's student artists on display in the Sarah Silberman Gallery on the Rockville campus until May 4th. The exhibit is free and open to the public. For more information about the endless possibilities at your community college, visit our website.